Hey there, how are you doing? Good? Well, it's about to get even better because I want to save you a ton of time. My name is Mia and today I'm going to show you a really useful tool. I started using it not long ago and now I'm ready to share how I've been applying it in real situations. Stick around till the end of this video and I'm going to lift the curtain a bit and show you how my community and I have already put this tool to the test. Ready to dive in? Let's go. I'll walk you through it step by step. Today, we're going to analyze the market with you, and for that, let's first set up our workspace. First of all, let's choose a time frame of 5 seconds and an expiry time of 15 seconds. Then, let's move on to the MACD indicator. We'll have it in our default settings, and we'll use it to analyze and to make decisions in our own transactions. Let's get started. In this situation, we see a downward movement, prices. At the same time, the indicator is in the negative zone, but is actually relatively neutral. I open a trade down and wait for the expiration time. Great, the deal closed in my favor. I can't help but feel good about it. Actually, here we could notice the following point. We have a downward price movement. MACD is in the zone below the zero mark. That is below this mark, and in this regard, we calmly opened a trade down and waited for the expiration time. We see an upward price movement, boldly open a call option and wait for the end of the trade. Great, it's pretty simple here too. We didn't make any effort. We see an upward movement of the MACD, which is accompanied by a green histogram. We open upstairs. We didn't think about it at all. We didn't think about anything. Just an upward movement of the chart and an upward movement of the indicator. By the way, I recently hosted a session inside my community where I broke down how to spot the right entry moments and why it's so important to know exactly why you're entering a trade. And that's just one of the topics we cover. During these breakdowns, I show real-time dynamics of our sessions, how decisions are made, how we test them live, and how all the pieces come together like a map made of puzzle fragments. This is especially valuable for beginners who are just getting started. If you want to see how it works, check the link in the description. You'll find our materials from our last session and get to know my community and our approach. Here we see a negative bias on the MACD indicator. Due to this, I opened just down and waiting for the expiry time. Here, great, the deal closed pretty close to the entry point. Nothing interesting happened. Maximum, here we have the MACD indicator below the zero mark and the general movement is still downward. Let's move on. We see here the beginning of a downward movement. Open a trade down and wait for the result. Awesome, that's a great situation. Notice the indicator move, and that movement was caught along with the price. It's pretty simple. Next, we see here a rather volatile chart with a downward movement of the MACD indicator, where I will open a position down and wait for the expiration time. While we're waiting for the trade to close, write in the comments what indicators you would like to see me use to analyze the market. Great. By the way, look at the result. Here we see the downward movement of the indicator, caught it with the price. Everything is similar to the previous deal. Everything is exactly the same. Let me be honest with you. It's not as complicated as it might seem at first, especially when you've got a clear action plan right in front of you. Many of my subscribers started out just like you, no experience, lots of questions, but with a desire to figure it out. Instead of drowning in theory, they watched me break down things, repeated the steps, and slowly started to get the hang of it themselves. If you're looking for a calm, straightforward way to get into trading, click into the link in the description. You'll find ready-to-use strategies and clear explanations to help you get started and move forward confidently. It doesn't make any sense at all. The chart is standing still, our indicator is standing still. I don't want to analyze it at all. Moving on, here we see downward movement of the indicator and upward movement of the price. But at the same time, it is as if a correction is needed in this chart. From this, I opened the trade down and I'm waiting for the expiry time. The momentum has happened and I can't help but feel good about it. We see a downward movement of MACD and a small corrective movement in the chart. Now we can see a more global downward movement. We caught it and worked out this situation amazingly. I'm moving on. Here I opened boldly upward because although the chart is falling, but the indicator indicates that this is the bottom and after it should be followed by an upward movement. Actually, we can observe it, just a great read coupled with a prompt. We see here is the reversal, also known as upward movement of the histogram in this area, which resulted in an uptrend in the chart. Everything is amazing. A very beautiful workup and a very beautiful situation was analyzed. Speaking of which, I host 2 live trading sessions every day inside my community. During those sessions, I share multiple entry points that help my subscribers stay focused on what really matters and understand how things actually work. And don't think this isn't just for you. Many of them started with zero knowledge, just a desire to try, and now they're becoming more and more confident, getting closer to results they once only dreamed of. Here's what they're saying about their experience. Curious? Hit the link in the description and take a look inside. Let's move on. Here we see a downward movement. Because of this, just without thinking, we opened a trade down and wait for the end of the trade. Terrific. In this situation, it is simply a downward movement accompanied by an indicator. It's pretty simple. It's not even particularly interesting because it's too classic an outcome. Here we see exactly the same situation. Because of this, without thinking long, I opened a trade down. I honestly opened higher here, but hopefully in this situation too, the trade will close like butter. We are waiting. You see, even in such a situation, when due to the internet quite slow and opened a position, it's still no big deal because we have a general price movement, downward movement of the indicator, and just by direction in this situation. I opened a position and I successfully fixed it. Moving on, here we see a similar situation to the previous one, but here we see that the indicator has started to head upwards, and this indicates that after this correction, the upward movement should continue. Because of this, I opened a position and successfully locked it in. That is, we can see that there was a downward movement in this area, but there was a correction after this upward impulse. And here we see a reversal. The red line crossed the green line and started to reverse gradually. And it spilled out a little movement upstairs and it's starting to take shape now. That's how it turned out today to analyze our situations. I consider it a success. And that's a wrap for today. I only showed you 1, 2, but there are many more inside my community, all tested and proven to work. I hope this video helped you see how confidence comes when you've got a clear plan and support from someone who's ready to guide you. If you want to keep going, just click the link below. Thanks for sticking around till the end. See you in the next video.